YouTube and social media, peep this out, guys. It's Ian K back again with another one for you. Here at Popeyes today to take a look at their latest promo that's supposed to be quote-unquote new, but seems so oddly familiar to me, just with a lower price point. Yeah, we've seen Popeyes chicken a million times over at this point, but I do have to say this latest combo to finish out the year for them does look to bring a decent amount of chicken for very little moolah, even though it does ditch their biscuits this time around. So guys, what makes their latest promo so special aside from the price point? Well, before I take that first bite to give you my thoughts like I always do, let's get right up on it first. Let's peep this out. Popeyes closes out 2016 with something they happen to do very well, and that is most definitely their monthly chicken promos. And I do have to say, this one looks fairly familiar. It's Popeyes Classic Cajun Wings, featuring a combination of Wingettes and Drummettes kicked up with a little bit of Cajun spicing that should be pretty familiar to most people that frequent Popeyes. Only this time it's at a pretty competitive price point, and it's served with a brand new Buttermilk Dressing. Now I gotta say, this combo is already earning points because of the container size that you get with this meal. This is actually a pretty sizable portion of Buttermilk Dressing here, and if you ask me, a way better portion size compared to all the other sauces that they offer. The amount of the regular sauce you get in their standard containers just doesn't even compare to really covering the whole meal that you get from them, so this is really a step in the right direction. So there you go, guys, the quote-unquote new classic Cajun wings over here at Popeyes. Let's peep out this flavor. I'm all about that crispy golden goodness that Popeyes brings to the table. The presentation is always very inviting, and I do have to say the size of these wings so far are not bad at all, guys. That looks pretty fantastic already here. Let's get into this and not waste any more time, guys. The classic Cajun wings over here at Popeyes. Wow. Yes, sir, that delicious fried chicken goodness from Popeyes. Very juicy, very crunchy. Slight sizzle from the Cajun spices that I'm getting all throughout my mouth right now. Very familiar with that classic batter that Popeyes uses with some really nice Cajun spices. I know it's a half-eaten wing that you guys are looking at up close right now, but I just wanted to show you, even with the bone in, there is a sizable amount of meat on the drummettes especially, and these happen to be my favorite wing types. Really, really nicely done, and I gotta say the batter is just spot on with a little bit of that sizzle. Finger licking good. Whoops, wrong review. All right, let's give this brand new buttermilk dressing a shot. And again, guys, take a look at the size of that. That is really a decent amount of dressing that they give you here. This is the dipping size that I think they should be serving in general. Just to compare it with their regular sizes right now, you can pretty much go through that with literally 2 dips and you're done for the most part. When you're getting something like this, it's a much better presentation. You can get more coating on your chicken. Popeyes, if you're watching, please use this with every single sauce that you have. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This looks pretty cool. It's buttermilk dressing, but it looks like a very thick ranch. Let's get into this and give this a go. And like I said, that container makes all the difference right there, guys. That is how you get it done. Let's just go for a little more because I know some of you guys always say I don't dip it enough. Smells rich and creamy too. Let's hit it. Oh, super rich, super thick. Straight 10 out of 10 for this buttermilk dressing right now. I gotta get some more of this in here. This is pretty ridiculous. That is very, very thick, guys. Very thick, very creamy, and it really complements the light spices that I'm getting from the Cajun goodness that's all over these wings to begin with. This is pretty fantastic. Wow, that is really ridiculous. I'm actually getting little hints of garlic in it as well. Very, very flavorful. Really on point. Let's go for a standard wing to close this one out real fast. See if I can take this all down in one shot. Popeyes, please keep this buttermilk dressing around longer than a month. It absolutely rocks. Screw it. Hey, if any sauce is gonna make you take down even the bones in these chicken wings, it is most definitely gonna be that buttermilk dressing. Truly bomb sexy. All right, guys, this was just a quick one for you because I think most of us have been to Popeyes more than enough times to know what to expect from them every single month when they come out with their promos, and this one is really no exception. They excel at what they do, and that's most definitely making some pretty tasty fast food fried chicken, but when they kick it up with Cajun spices, that's when the party really gets started. The wings were crunchy, crispy, golden, and definitely pretty meaty, and for the value of what you're getting for $3.99, it's about 66 cents a wing, roughly. It's not a bad snack, but I do have to say with the lack of the biscuit this time around, that really does bring it down a bit because they've had promos in the past that have been pretty much the same price, but with the biscuit included. But aside from all that, the real star of the show, of course, is going to be that buttermilk dressing, guys. It is super rich, super thick, with little hints of garlic in it, and it's in the proper serving size container for food of this type. So Popeyes, if you're watching this, please make this one standard across the board for all of your sauces. I know you can make it happen in 2017. So on that bomb sexy fear face scale of 1 to 10, the quote-unquote new classic Cajun wings over here at Popeyes are going to get a very solid 8.5 out of 10. It's the familiar flavors that most people will know from Popeyes already, and even though the price point is good at $3.99, the regular combos at $4.99 at least included a biscuit and a side, so they could have at least thrown a biscuit into this one. But the buttermilk dressing does make up for the lack of that just a little bit because the dressing really is on point and the flavor is absolutely there. But of course, that's just my opinion as always. If any of you have already been to Popeyes and you've tried these classic Cajun wings, what did you guys think of them? Is it more of the same Popeyes that you know and love already? And what did you guys think of that buttermilk dressing? I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on this one. Drop a comment down below. And that's it for now, gang. This is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out here at Popeyes today, taking a look at their classic Cajun Wings promo minus my favorite side biscuit. Popeyes, what's up with that? Guys, if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the little bell down below next to my channel name so you can be notified when new reviews drop, along with checking me out over at peepthisoutreviews.com. And keep in touch with me at all the addresses that you see right above me, because after all, this is Peep This Out, baby. You know how we do. We'll definitely talk to you next time. Stay frosty. We're almost to New Year's, guys, and I hope every single one of you is having an amazing holiday season. As for me here at Peep This Out, there's still more content to come before I close out December as well as 2016, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next review.